Alright, y'all, if you've been following, you probably heard me talk about getting a Banshee. I've been wanting one lately, really bad. So what I did was I sold my RM 125. I actually took a loss on it because I put $1,700 into that rebuild and I sold it for $1,800. So basically I just got my money back for the rebuild and I didn't recoup any of the costs that it cost to buy the bike. But that's another story for another day. I bought the Banshee home 2 days ago, and basically I rode it a little bit around the house, and I've been trying to find out what the quirks are and what's wrong with it. The motor is 100% fine. It's all stock, well, stock specs, and the only problems I found so far are the chain. It has a motorcycle chain and it's a little too wide, it's too big, so I'll have to order a new chain, and it needs a chain guide. The chain guide is held on by zip ties. Actually, it'll need a chain guide and some bolts for the chain guide, and the exhaust tip is bent, or not bent, just out of the, whatever you want to call this shit. Look like somebody tried to do a wheelie and they hit the bars. And the tires, I need new tires because the rear tires, he said he shaved them to turn them into slicks, and the front tires, they're just dead, they're just dull. And then this front right tire doesn't hold air for long. The front brake has a missing screw, front brake reservoir, and every time I go to pull the front brake, the oil will come out. So those are all small manageable issues, and I need to get some more air filters because these are too big, and he used a cut hose of some sort to go around the rim to make that fit. And at first the carburetor was actually leaking, and I thought maybe the float was needing adjustment. But what I did was I tried that and that didn't work, and I seen that the float bowl has a hole in it, so I plugged that up. I actually used some Yama bond to cover it up, and that worked. So that problem is solved. Now all I have to do is get a new chain guide, and that other small stuff that I just mentioned. And I'm not really a fan of the cut fenders for the rear. It doesn't look too bad, but I don't really like it. I'll probably get new fenders at some point for the rear. The front, I'll leave it how it is. Eventually I want to get some A-arms, some +2 in the front, and a rear axle, maybe a tusk adjustable axle. I want to widen the stance a bit, but that's all future stuff. For right now, I have to worry about this chain. The chain really is my biggest issue that I'm dealing with right now, but I can solve that easily. I also got the MSR off of my dirt bike, my RM 125. Before I sold it, I put the stock clutch perch back on, and I took this little tusk, whatever you want to call it. But this is the bike, this is the Banshee. I bought it for $1,800 actually, and the guy wanted $25 for it, but he had it on Facebook for a while, and I just offered him the cash and he took it. But yeah, I feel like I got a good deal on that. And this is my friend's Banshee right here. We both kind of screwed up on this because the bike sat for 4 years. We did all the little stuff to get it running, and we got it started, and we seen that the oil was milky, so it was hard to push the bike because the clutch wouldn't, it was stuck or some sort. But we put all new oil in it, and then we had to drain that oil because it was milky too, so we had to keep doing that to get all of the milky oil out, and we ran out of oil. I sent him to the store for some 85 cause that's what I always use. Out of that 1040. This is what I expected him to come back with, and this is what he came back with. Now, me being in a rush and not paying attention, didn't really think at all. Really, it was just a dumb decision on my part. I put this in the engine. This is, I don't know what this is for. I guess this is for like cars or something. But it's not wet clutch oil. And what that did was it grind the plates. They wouldn't stick, so they grind each other down. And yeah, you can see the aftermath of that. And it smells really, really bad. He kept complaining, saying, "Hey man, I smell something burning," and I didn't smell it. So I was like, "Man, you must be tripping." But anyways, long story short, his clutch burnt up. We had to go get some more oil and some new clutches. This is what he got now, some Yama lube. And I got the new clutch plate sitting in some Valvoline 1040 motorcycle oil. So it is wet clutch oil. We're gonna get that sorted out and have him on the road today, and we can ride together. But let me give you guys a startup of the Banshee. Now, I'm also having another problem. Sometimes the bike doesn't want to start like from the first start unless it's on choke. I don't have the choke on right now, and let's see what happens. It probably started because I started it about 20 minutes ago. But if I come in here, like if I leave it right now in the shed and come back tomorrow, it'll be harder to start without the choke on for some reason. I gotta find out what's wrong with that. But once it starts the first time, it's good.